You're not gonna want to miss today's episode because we're making gorditas. To begin with, we're gonna start with the salsa recipe. It is so easy and so delicious. We're gonna start with 10 tomatoes and we can use around 2 garlic cloves. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna boil some water because we're gonna boil these tomatoes. Cut your tomatoes in half, like so. After you cut your tomatoes in half, go put them in the water before the water starts boiling. Cover them again until the water is covering the tomatoes all the way. Go ahead and add a little bit of salt. Now for the stuffing, you're gonna need potatoes, onion, and your choice of vegan meat. I'm gonna use Impossible for today. To begin with, we're gonna be peeling the potatoes. A little trick that I learned is to stick a fork in it and just, yeah. So the potato stays in place rather than falling or rolling away. Now continue to peel your potatoes until they're bald potatoes. Try to peel your potatoes as smooth as possible because it looks like an accident. An accident happened on these potatoes. Now that you've peeled your potato to the best of your ability, you're gonna chop it into little cubes for your filling. Baby cubes. After you dice your potatoes, you're gonna cook them until they're golden brown. The best part of cooking is when you have this steam in your face. It's like having a facial. The chef at the restaurant I used to work at used to have the prettiest, most shiniest skin just due to the fact that she always had steam blowing in her face. Take notes. To make the sauce, you're gonna need the tomatoes that you boiled earlier and 2 garlic cloves. Now that your tomatoes are cooked and boiled, we're gonna put them in the blender. They smell so good. If you put too much water like me, make sure you drain it to the point it still covers the tomatoes all the way. You're gonna want to season your sauce, so add some salt, just for now. As you go, you blend and you taste it, add more seasonings if needed. So it's all to preference how chunky or runny you want the salsa. The more chunkier, less water. More runnier, more water. More salt for flavor. Depending how spicy you want it, add your chili flakes. Now that you cooked your potatoes, you're now gonna make the meat part of the stuffing. But before you cook the meat, you're gonna cut some onion. God, I hope I don't cry. It happens every time. I ugly cry so bad. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. So now I'm just gonna mince the onions. Very, very, very tiny. Now, to cook the onions, we're gonna put the skillet over medium-high heat with some olive oil and go ahead and add your onions after your pan is hot. Something that I learned is whenever you're cooking, you should season it in every stage of the cooking process. So let's say with the onions, add some salt to it, just a little bit. So the camera cut off right here, but we added our meat once the onion was nice and golden brown. We're gonna add some salt, as well with some lemon pepper and a little bit of chili powder. Now that you cooked your meat, you're gonna add your potatoes that you diced and cooked earlier. You can't resist trying this. It's so good. It's the moment you've been waiting for. Gordita time. What you're gonna need is 2 cups of corn flour. But the water, there's never an exact measurement. So you just add a little bit as you go and you start mixing. So you know when your masa is ready when it has almost like a Play-Doh consistency. Nice and soft. And let me introduce you guys into my boyfriend. His name is Boyfriend Play-Doh. I just love how we're supposed to be cooking, but I made the man of my dreams.
No!
Once you're done constructing your dream boyfriend, you're now gonna turn him into a gordita. Go ahead and roll it out into a ball, a little thick ball. Flatten it out a bit. And then smooth out the edges with your fingers. If you want to make a perfect size gordita like this one, what you need to do is get your dough, form it into a ball. After you do that, start flattening it out. Flatten it out with your thumb to make a perfect circle. Look how pretty that is. Once your gorditas are done, you're gonna place them down, and here's when you can get a little creative. You have two options on how to form the gorditas to your liking. The first option is to split it like that, halfway, not all the way, just halfway, and you can begin to fill it. I'll show you. So first, get your filling, stuff it in there, really nice. And you're gonna get your lettuce. Okay. Get your salsa, bring it over to a plate, and soak that baby up. And as a finale, vegan queso fresco. Ta-da! Now, for your gorditas, I'm gonna form it in a way that looks like kind of like a sope. What you do is that you pinch from the inner, from the center, and you bring it all the way to the edge. The fun part begins. Now you get to decorate your gordita. I kind of made my gorditas look like sopes just due to the fact that it will contain the stuffing better, plus I think it looks prettier the way how sopes contain the fillings. So here we go. Go ahead and add your filling. Get your lechuga. Get your salsa and pour it over those gorditas. Bathe those babies. I know they look messy, but trust me, the flavor's there. And there you have gorditas that are vegan. Let's try it. We've been filming today's episode for a few hours now, and I think the time has finally come to gorditas for dinner. I'm so excited. Alright, let's try this. The beautiful thing about gorditas is that it has so many elements to it, and it just makes this beautiful bomb of flavors. So to begin with, we have this flavorful, easy sauce that anyone can make. This filling that was just meat and potatoes and a few seasonings, lettuce, and tofu cheese. Basically queso fresco that's vegan. This thing's a masterpiece and you need to try it. Make the recipe today. Now, before I leave you hungry, the best way you can support this channel is by subscribing and following me on my socials. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see your recipes on Instagram. Tag me and give this video a like. Have a great day. You hear that car alarm? Better potato. Alright, let's get cooking! Let's get cooking!